Good morning. This week's challenge is going to be titled Operation Denim. Denim is one of my favorite fabrics to work with. As you can tell, I have a lot of leftover fabric from previous projects, as well as a couple pairs of my dad's old jeans. So we're going to be utilizing these fabrics to design a garment for this week. So let's go ahead and get started on that design process. Alright, so here we have me working on the sketches for the week. As you can see, I went in two different design options. Both were inspired by shift dresses, and I used a color blocking technique that was really popular in the 60s, except one had a floral design overlay, and the other one I would have added stamps to make the design a little bit more eclectic and show that I like collecting things, and you'll have to wait to see which one that I went with. By blue eyes, you could say that this brought out the color of my eyes. Alright, I am making a quick run to the store to grab fabric softener because I heard that if you mix fabric softener with acrylic paint, you can make fabric paint. So, I'm gonna go grab that really quickly.
You're gonna love it. Toby, it is a big deal. The best that he could do is loosen his grip on his No, thank you. Listen, sir. I just kind of wanted to make this a really... Oh, maybe Audrey was... Grab my coat.
Smart, she's feisty.
What I'm saying is that when you grow up...
I thought he was working on it.
That's what he told me.
You have had a...
Okay, so to catch you guys up with where I'm at, it is currently 5 o'clock and next steps will be prototyping just to make sure everything fits. I can get it on and off easily. And then I'm also going to be deciding which fabric placement. I am moving forward with the stamp option. I'm really excited because I'm going to be able to paint different things, and it's not all going to be just floral. And I think stamps fit me a little bit better just because I like collecting things, if you know me. If you don't, fun fact. So I'm just gonna be figuring out fabric placement as far as not having too many shades close to each other and just all that jazz. So let's get to that. Toby is free. Hello, it is currently noon. We're on day 2 of the second week. I just finished editing my YouTube video for last week, so that should be posted soon, and then I'll get started on the rest of today's challenge. I'm also waiting for more industrial sewing machine thread because it's not the same as you can use for your home sewing machine, so I can't. The only color I have right now is white, and I want to be able to match the thread to my denim fabrics, So that's what I've been doing while I've been waiting on my fabric. I'm about to grab a bite to eat, and then I think I'll start working on my stamps in case my thread isn't here. So, yeah. So I laid out all my fabric to be where I wanted it to be, and then I cut it out so that when I sew it together it will match the pattern of my shift dress for the front and the back. I did make one slight error in the fact that my fabric is backwards, so the pockets were going to be on the right side because I'm right-handed, and now the pockets are going to be on the left side, and that's a little unfortunate, but that's okay. We're rolling with the punches here. So next steps, I'm just going to be sewing again the shell together so that I can then start placing some of the stamps so that I don't worry about sewing through the shell and the lining. So get started on that. I am going to go outside to paint the rest of my stamps because it feels really good. So let's go. Okay, my phone will quite literally overheat and probably die if I keep recording, so I'm gonna paint and I'll catch you up with where I'm at when I'm done. Hi, this is the end of week 2. I realized that I took less footage this week than I did last week, and the goal is to take more footage this week. So I'll definitely have to work on that moving forward just so that you have a little bit more talking moments for me so that you can learn a little bit more about me as well as you see like my design capabilities, because the goal of this series is to push myself and who I am as a designer and like see what I can come up with and like create at home, but also like get you guys to be able to trust me with making custom garments for you all. So we're gonna work on that moving forward, and I also realized that I did not film a closing, so goodbye everyone. Thank you for watching. Yeah, we're done with week 2, we're heading on to week 3, and I'm very exciting. I hope you guys can guess what comes next.